Here we are under a Bugeye with 55,000 miles, and I'll show you why. Here's some of the clues. These are the bumper brackets for the rear, and while they did get hit, and you'll see there's some denting in the back that'll need to be fixed, what's nice is that they didn't destroy the trunk floor. And usually when these cars went hundreds of thousands of miles, you'll see them all ripped out here. This would be an original gas tank as well. Got a lot of spider eggs, and here's probably the worst of it, this floor edge by the rocker, right where my foot is, and then the floor up front. So we're going to need a new floor panel on this side. The spring box itself looks pretty solid, but you can presume there's going to be a little bit of welding that's going to be needed there. I mean, this car is going to need a complete restoration. But I'll show you on the other side. Sound of creeper. You'll see that on this side it's not bad, which is very encouraging. This is a very fixable car, again needing a total restoration, but sometimes you'll see where this is all just perforated. We sold one a few weeks ago that was going to require quite a bit of welding on both sides, and then this area of the floor on the passenger side is also quite good. I think that will all clean up with whatever various wire brushing techniques you want to use. You'll probably need a new rocker panel, or certainly a patch in the front here. This is common to see them lose their edge. Yeah, I would just pull this rocker off. Not terribly difficult to do. We're very encouraging to see that this area is solid. A lot of times this is gone completely, and you can see, come around to the hinge, that the hinge is not too far gone as well. And then over here also, this is a common problem area. A little bit of flake going on in the back, but it's pretty solid, and so that's promising as well. Here, this side is not bad, but there is a patch that gets welded in here. You can buy a piece from the major British parts suppliers, and that would be welded there. The other side is not as good. A little bit bigger patch needed. Excuse me, bigger patch needed here. Common problem on Bugeyes. And then on this side, also not too bad, but you probably pulled this rocker off because of the front, this front area. Yeah, you're going to need two new rockers on this car, and they're about 150, I think, each. Not too bad. And then it's good here. There's a patch panel available, but I don't think you'll need it for here. I like seeing this original blue underneath, because this was an iris blue car when it was new. And again, with 50,000 miles, it didn't get sort of all molested by various owners. This car was owned by the fellow I got it from since about 1975, which is great because it sat for most of its life in his garage. So there we have the original mechanical fuel pump, the correct and original air filters and carburetors. And then coming inside here, unfortunately, the car was shot with BBs, so we have busted glass. It looks kind of lousy, but it's very easy to fix. These bezels twist off and the glass is available, and the tack is working. At least it's free, so I don't think it's going to be difficult. You can send these out to be rebuilt, or just try putting new glass on, and you'll probably need a new temperature gauge. Those are a little bit more finicky when they sit for so long. And this is the correct heater control. This is not correct. There should be a washer pump there, and this would be the choke knob, but I bet they made this into that heat control. There's an old radio, and there's the original color here. And these were nice, these little protectors for the frame members, and those could be the original mats. Nice to see those as well. And then in the trunk we have, this is the original material. How nice to see that. Again, that's another nice sign that this car really does have 55,000 miles, because these usually didn't last very long. And there's a mat in the trunk that's also original, and then we have those cardboard dividers inside the wells, and those are very rare to find. So there's a lot about this car that's quite special. It's going to need a windshield. It's going to need to have these dents removed. There's a little bit of denting on the back here. This is another important thing to check, because these things usually took a beating back here from people sitting on them, placing things on them when they sat for a long time. And here are those dents that we often see, but they're really not bad. A good body guy can make this beautiful again without too much trouble. The nose is well on this car, although it will need some repair. Here's a little dent, and here, of course. But what's wonderful to see is that there really isn't much damage to the inside. There aren't old patches that were laid on top of one another. I've seen noses that are pretty much all gone on the bottom edges here along the headlight buckets. This nose is very restorable, very nice, great to see, one that hasn't been all puttied up. In fact, I don't see any putty anywhere on this car. So we've got a restoration project, and one that's definitely worth considering if you're looking to make a Bugeye wonderful and put it back on the road again. Thanks for watching.